Hi, beautiful souls. This is Jennifer at 13 Moons Lodge, and I'm here with your reading for the micro new moon that is on October 2nd. And the clan mother of this new moon we're moving into is called Walks Tall Woman. And this is basically, in a nutshell, about walking your talk. So putting into action your dreams and desires. And if you are interested in more information about this particular clan mother, then I encourage you to leave me a message. I will add you to my email list and include you in the email that will actually be coming out for October 2nd. So I've already got the cards pulled out here. We are entering October. We are in October. This is what's today, the 29th that I'm recording this. This will come out on either the 1st or 2nd of October. I haven't decided yet. Probably the 1st. However, it's Halloween month. I consider October Halloween month or Samhain, depending what your history is. And so in recognition of that, I pulled out some of my Halloween-y type of decks. And one of them, and this is just fun, it's a fun deck. This is fun, right? You got to have fun, is the Macabre Tarot, which is included in the reading today. But listen to this. Love it. Anyways, so I have my skulls here behind me. I got this guy, of course, my crystal skulls here and here. I don't know if you can see them very well. They're kind of blended in with my Oracle and Tarot collection. And then I have this guy right here on top of the books. Okay, so there you go. Everybody's introduced, sort of. Okay, so getting more serious, but not too serious. Diving into the cards. This is a message of not giving up, of stepping into this new way of being. I mean, it seems like we're always on these revolving cycles, but each time we do revolve around it, a cycle, we are always learning a new layer or depth of ourselves, of connection, of truth, and whatever that might be. So we're starting off this whole reading. This is the significator card with victory. And I thought, wow, that is a great way to start a reading. I really like that. I'll take it. This is from there's the back of the card. This is from the Roses, Dust, and Ashes Oracle. Again, coffin shape, love it. It's all symbols that you find in a graveyard. And so this card, victory, it foretells of something. Now, depending where you are in your journey, this is something that you have just recently overcome, a challenge or difficulty within your life. So you've either just overcome this, or you are currently going through a challenging or difficult situation. But this is foretelling of victory to come. So again, it's up to you to decipher this. This is, of course, a general collective reading. So it's only up to each one of you to decide where you're at. If nothing I say or perceive pertains to you, then just leave it. Some of it might, some of it won't. So just discern for yourself what is meant for you and trust that. So this is being followed by the Ace of Pentacles. So in this victory, there is a new beginning of something. And I feel like there is, within this experience, this victory, to me, a victory is something you've overcome because you have grown from the situation. You have taken a stance or a belief or the choice of moving through the challenge and seeing it as an opportunity to grow in whatever way that is for you. So in that growth, coming out the other side of it, we might not understand the actual reason behind this challenge. But sometimes we don't need to know. It's just a matter of trusting, again, that old saying. I don't know actually how old it is, but it's a saying I've heard many times, that everything that happens is for us, not to us. So everything, even the most challenging situations that don't seem like there's anything positive in it, there's always an opportunity there to change our perspective on it. So whatever this challenge is that you have overcome, or you will overcome, is going to bring an inspired new beginning of some sort. So how we are manifesting in the world is going to be renewed. It could be getting more clarity in our thinking. And so we are wanting to manifest in new ways that we haven't done before. And this could be around our business, our hobbies, how we meet the world around us, the people, how we interact. So this is the opportunity that this challenge that we are moving from is bringing to us. So following that, we have the Page of Wands. So this is that energy of, okay, I'm inspired. I've come through this. I've grown. Maybe I don't understand it. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm still in this phase of growth as I speak, but I am moving through it. And I recognize that I am opening up to a higher purpose or a higher sense of myself. My heart is opening. There is a shedding away of another layer of that false protection. So it's like a surrendering more into vulnerability, or more into our truth. We are finding new ways to, again, meet the world around us, and allowing our heart to lead us, realizing how we might have been pulled into a certain direction, or feeling called into a certain direction, but perhaps we were feeling uncertain about it. So this opportunity is bringing clarity around it, clarity in our heart. It's like mind heart coherence, that they're coming more in balance. So we are feeling more from the heart. This is not a cup, so I recognize that this is about passion, but it is what is fueling us. So it is, again, I'm getting that sense of clarity. They're all the elements are at play here. Okay, I was going to add something else, but I'm just going to move on to the next card. So this is also being followed by the Haunting of Cups, and this is from the Macabre Tarot. So the Haunting of Cups. So this is about coming from that place of the heart, because we are talking cups in this particular card, and I guess that's what I was feeling in this card when I was talking cups. But it's that inspired passion coming from, I was going to repeat myself again, because it is almost like starting a new journey with that kind of Fool energy, but it's coming at it with a beginner's mind. So like I said, it's something that we've gotten more clarity around, this thing that we want to do, or we feel like the road is opening more, or the pathway is opening more to us. But it's because this challenge has opened us up in a new way and surrendered us into more of who we are in our truth. Becoming more vulnerable, but it's not really vulnerability, it's actually power, because it's creating connection, and it is allowing us to connect with others and the universe in a new way. So in that whole experience, things are opening up, because of course, whatever we are experiencing within is how we're going to perceive the outside world, and therefore our whole experience as we move through it is going to change. So sorry for I'm not really digressing, but I'm just diving into a little bit of what I'm trying to get across, trying to convey. So the Haunting of Cups is about being heart-led as you are starting this new cycle. I don't know if there's a better way to say it than a cycle, beginning a new cycle. I know I say that a lot, but there's cycles within cycles, right? So whatever this challenge is has released a layer, thereby it has created this opening, and thereby also a new cycle. Okay. And so I feel like my vocabulary is really limited for some reason right at this moment. But the Haunting of Cups. So yes, leading from the heart, but doing it. So caring for others and putting others' needs of important, recognizing, holding space for others around you that you love and are important to you, but not at the sake of your own needs. So having boundaries, recognizing that you have to take care of your own needs first, and then you can give to others. So you are giving and holding space and attending to those you love and those around you, your in general brothers and sisters, your neighbors, your friends, family, but knowing when you need to pull back a little bit to care for yourself, so you're not enabling, you're giving the support or whatever is needed at the time, but then knowing, discerning for yourself when enough is enough, and so not emptying your cup in a way. Okay, so following that, we have the graveyard. So I feel like this is a really important card too for this reading. And this is coming from the deck, Seasons of the Witch, Samhain Oracle. And this card is talking about surrendering to whatever is going on in your life right now. So again, the beginning card, that victory card, is indicating that you have overcome some sort of challenge, something that is outside of your control. So this is something bigger than ourselves that a lot of us have been going through, outside circumstances that we have been challenged with. We are victorious. Remember that. So again, whatever you're going through, if you're going through it right now, just remember it. It's temporary. It's happening for you. You're learning from it, whatever that might be. But surrendering to it. So there is a surrendering to what you cannot control. You're being asked to trust the process, no matter where it's taking you. And I know it's always easier said than the doing. The saying is easier than the doing, especially when we're going through it. It's important to acknowledge whatever you're feeling, the fear, the tears, maybe anger. Acknowledge it, speak about it, write about it, journal about it, and surrender it in some way. Okay, so following that, we have the Nine of Swords. So this is how we get out of the hamster on the wheel of all the fears that are, of all the what ifs. So whatever being challenged with, how we get out of this, repeating nightmare, this never ending nightmare. It's just a perception. It's when we move into fear, it can really feel like we're trapped. And that is because it's our thoughts that are allowing us to have this experience. So if we step outside of the thought forms, and this might be a pattern that we are being asked to recognize within ourselves. So a lot of us have these old conditioned patterns that are coming up right now. These moon cycles have been really, really powerful lately. The energies on the earth have been very powerful, as well as in the cosmos. And so a lot of us are really waking up to these patterns at play within our lives. And so just recognize that within yourself. So what is being asked of us as we recognize these patterns? Yes, there I am, moving back into fear. It's okay. It's okay. I see you. I'm sitting with the fear. I'm allowing it to be. I'm holding compassion and space for whatever is coming up for myself. Here is that card, and we're being asked to surrender into it, not fight, because that's our ego. That's bringing our ego into it. So it's about the feeling. The feeling is the truth. So feeling your truth, whatever it might be, whatever uncomfortableness it might be, and then just hold space for it. That's all it needs. It just needs to be what it is. there's perfection in that, because this is part of the experience. Learning how to hold compassion for ourselves and kindness for ourselves as we are moving through whatever this is. Recognizing that the judgment, the thoughts, the limiting thoughts that are bringing up the fear, these are aspects of ourself that are wanting to be released. Okay. So following that, we have the Knight of Wands. So we have the Knight of Wands actually facing the Page of Wands. So again, with this is a action-filled card. So this is taking action. So this is choosing consciously to how you want to feel. So you're having the experience of the fear, say, here, coming up. Yep, it's there. You're in it. It's okay. You're okay. It's moving. As long as you're feeling it, then it's moving. Emotions move. They process. It's energy. It's a relationship that we are having based on a past circumstance. So it's not even, is it even real? And it could be a belief that we created based on things outside of us, and now we're personally experiencing them. And so we're drawing back on this decision we made a long time ago, that that's what I'm going to feel, and this is what I'm going to believe about this situation. And now, oh my gosh, it's happening to me and I can't control it. And what does this mean for me? Again, it's not an easy process to be in, but this Knight here of Wands is asking us to choose consciously how we want to have this experience. Do we want to have a different experience? What do we want this relationship to be with this temporary experience? Different than what we are experiencing now. And again, feel into it. Invite in a new experience. Perhaps you want to, again, surrender. It is the feeling of surrender and peace that we want. And I think all we really need to do is just ask for it and then allow it, be receptive. And I say that because there is another card down here that it talks about being receptive, being loving and opening your heart and being receptive. So again, we're moving from our head energy into the body, into the heart. Okay, so followed by that particular card on choosing consciously, seeing it as an opportunity to have a different experience based on the present and where you are in your level of awareness of yourself. We have the Nightmare of Cups. And it's not really a nightmare. This is about an opportunity to love yourself, to love whatever comes up, just to love yourself where you're at, that acceptance, the surrender to the outside situation, knowing that this is happening for your highest good, because it is allowing, because we are creating this ourselves. There's an aspect of ourself in the universe that is creating these experiences to bring up the awareness so that we can create differently and thereby live differently. But we need to go through these, I don't know what you want to call them, shadow parts, these patterns that we have no awareness of. That's why these are happening. We're bringing them up for ourselves in our own life. We are evolving, right? So this is part of our evolution. So the Nightmare of Cups is about an opportunity to love differently, to love in the now, to love what is, whatever is. And again, yeah, I'm kind of like having a moment right now, sorry, where I'm just like, yeah, every card in this reading so far is supporting the whole reading. I mean, that sounds kind of funny, but sometimes we get these cards that, you know, as a reader that pop in and you're like, yeah, that doesn't seem to fit, but it always does, you know, in some way. And these are all basically saying the same thing. Okay, and as I'm saying that, I want to move into the third and final row. The clarifying card for this row is attuned to the divine new moon in Pisces. That's what this whole journey is about. So in this particular moon cycle, walks tall woman. So we are putting action to our dreams and desires. So in order to reach these dreams and desires, we have to grow and change and allow space for them to come in. But how do we do that? We can't do it from an energetic place of fear or resistance. Um, so that's why these challenges are presenting themselves. That's why it feels like we're taking 10 steps back, or we're repeating a past pattern, because they're being asked, these experiences that are in our bodies are coming up so that we can look at them, be with them, hold space for them, love them as they are, and create new. And that's what this is all about. This is connecting with our divinity, attuning to our divinity, remembering that we're so much more than our human experience, creating, expanding, loving, accepting. Yes, so we have the Five of Pentacles here. So this is almost like saying, this is literally, this is like the opposite of this card. So this is about attuning to the divine, your divinity, the divinity of all things. And this is saying, so when you're feeling disconnected from yourself, from life, like things aren't going the way you want them to, that's just a perception. That means you're in your ego, your head, those thoughts want to tell you lies. They want to tell you, they want to judge yourself. They want to dislike yourself. That you're not good enough, that you're unlovable, whatever it might be, that you don't belong. They're all lies. So by remembering, connecting, feeling the energy, your heartbeat, your breath, coming back into the present moment is where you will find your truth. That's how we step out of this illusion. Okay, so following that, again, we're coming back into these cups. These two came out together. We have the Knight of Cups, and he is moving towards the Page of Cups. So again, choosing, because this is a choice. You don't have to choose any of this. How do you want to live your life? Limited, suffering, lack, alone, or do you want to choose connectedness, expansion, self-love, compassion? So, as this indicates here, that's what we're moving into. This is what we're choosing. Connecting with our divine self. I'm moving these around a lot because there's so much glare coming off that light. So I just want you to see them there. Have a good look. So that Knight of Cups is moving towards that Page of Cups, and he's coming straight at you. So remembering that whatever we experience within our bodies is going to be reflected back to us in the world. Okay, remember that. And then again, so the final card, I touched on this one earlier, the ethereal. So there we go. And this is about surrendering, receptivity, quietness, stillness. This isn't about the doing. This is about, being still within and receiving truth, receiving abundance and love of the universe, the sacredness, feeling connected. This is the victory. If I start with go back to the very first card and the last card, they reflect each other so perfectly. So all in all, I kind of said it at the beginning of the reading. This reading is about us changing our relationship with the experiences around us. Again, not easy, but it's a choice we can all make in accepting what we cannot control, holding space for ourselves as we recognize fears, patterns coming up, these old thought forms, and then setting intentions of how we want to have this experience or relationship differently. Because this is all happening within us. Even though it appears to be on the outside, these outside experiences, situations are actually a reflection of parts of us, the inside part of us, presenting themselves to growth, to be more present, to move into surrender and trust, to start living more fully from our heart chakras and not our head. I think that's it. Oh. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. I am sending you so many blessings and much love to you all. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, of course. Share if you wish to. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because it is free to do so. And yeah, if you want more information on the clan mothers with each new moon cycle, please just send me a message, and yeah, we'll connect somehow, and I will add you to my email list. And until next time, please take care of yourself. Be gentle with yourself. And remember that you are loved so much, and you are very, very important. You're here for a reason, and never forget that. Okay, so take care. Bye for now.